Hey guys, it's Mark and welcome back to the channel where it's all about racing. Today we're going to unbox a brand new Spark 143 scale 1977 Brumos Porsche 911 Carrera. Now I'm sure those of you watching can probably tell me the significance of this car. I'm sure everybody knows it, particularly if you have been to Daytona at least once in your lifetime. This, folks, was the Brumos Racing winner of the 1977 Daytona 24 Hours. The car covered 685 laps and finished first overall. Yes, folks, first overall despite starting 43rd. It's kind of, I guess, humorously noting that the team was named Ecurie Escargot, French for Team Snail. I don't know who did that. I just saw that in trivia about this car. And like all Porsches, it featured a 1975 3.0-liter V6 naturally aspirated rear engine. Now, the win at Daytona was significant for a number of reasons. First was finishing ahead of all prototypes and GT cars. Second was it was the last naturally aspirated air-cooled victory at Daytona. And third was the car that was numbered 43 and not 59, as most all Brumos entries are numbered. And finally, that it was Hurley Haywood's third of 5 career wins at Daytona, and his fellow drivers were Graves and Dave Helmick. Now, folks, I did mention this was a Spark 143 scale resin model commissioned by the Brumos Collection. Now, only 200 of these were produced and can only be purchased at the Brumos store in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, one thing you'll notice here is the box is unique. It says WW Spark Models. You're going to see Brumos in the background, and you're going to see Brumos theme colors all over the box. The back of the box clearly shows the Brumos Collection. And the bottom has all the information you expect from a Spark car, including official licensing. Now, I do believe I mentioned that the Brumos Collection only made 200 of these. Notice that this is not numbered as sequentially as Spark cars normally are, particularly limited production runs. The reason for this was the Brumos Collection want to keep this open so that if they sell a bunch of these, they can just reproduce more and sell them all over again. They generally only carry about 3 or 4 models at a specific time, and this car has been a very, very good seller. Now, folks, when I was there and touring the Brumos Collection, I was able to cure this additional jewel cover that actually has Hurley Haywood signature on the back of it. So, if I choose to, and I certainly will, I will have that to substitute the jewel cover that came for it for my collection. So now let's take a look at the Ecurie Escargot, as you can see on the front bumper there, in close detail. Take a look at the beautiful grille work that was done, the covers on the headlights, done in phenomenal detail. Fog lights look spectacular. Notice it is a number 43 car and not the 59 you're accustomed to with most Brumos cars. You see the 2 fuel fills there in the front of the car. Now we take a look into it. Well, you just can't see a whole lot, unfortunately. There are not a whole lot to be seen. Notice the nice detail of all the various latches that you have on the hood. Now, guys, as usual, Spark does a really good job with the wheels. Look at the beautiful chrome-plated rims, the Goodyear tires on it. And we zoom in here, you can see the netting and the steering wheel. As you look into the cabin, the B-pillar, Union 76. You'll see that in one single aerial. Remember, this was a 1977 model car. Didn't have pitot tubes and all the other things you expect to see on a car today. There's a look at the deeper rimmed rear wheels, Goodyear tires as well, of course. Beautiful chrome finish on it. And a cool look at that, I guess you call it the whale tail rear. I guess just call it a fin. It's not really. It's not a wing, not a spoiler. There's a cool look at the rear of the car, the exhausts. And if we take a look, you can see the air vent for the engine there. Really nicely done by the folks at Spark. And I'll look into the interior somewhat. You can't really see a whole lot there. Do notice the perforation with the supports for the for part of the roll cage there. extending from the roof line. Really interesting detail. Finally, guys, here's a look from the passenger side of the car. Notice the blue stripes you have, runs from the front of the car to the rear. And of course, that front stripe that goes all the way up to the windscreen doesn't appear on the roof line, but does reappear on the back of the car, including the top of the that fin on there, and the usual white that you would expect from Brumos. Very, very beautiful car. Well, folks, that wraps it up. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you would. See you next time.